All right. All right. All right, let's get this vibes going on. What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's go. We'll be working on the project here today. We're having a wonderful day so far. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Had a little bit late day at work today, but I'm going to be working on this here. I want to fix this. So the only the only thing in the middle I'm gonna have here is gonna be I think I'm gonna get rid of home and about and just make shop be in the middle here. Right, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of home and about and just have shop. And then let's give this shop text a extra large font. And what I might also add on to the shop is the kiss emoji. Interesting how that wraps. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. So with a new emoji, it like wraps like that. We say no, it wouldn't be flat, it wouldn't be here. It would be here. Why? Right. So well, maybe not. Let's just go shop. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Trying to come up with some styles for this guy here. Needing to definitely see if we can do better. Obviously. What should I do? I've been trying to like gain inspiration from other sites online, but they're honestly all pretty boring. Should I keep the home and about? Maybe I make, I don't know, what do you guys think? Just like in the middle there, or I could do like tops, bottoms, I could do all, I could do like a bunch of product out here at the top or something. Let's look up clothing store vintage. Wait, hold on. Let me try that one time. Okay, so unique vintage retro clothing and styles, no. A lot of them do utilize the hamburger menu, right? Vintage charm. Trashy diva. Vintage Rare USA. No. See, this looks like a search with in the middle. Maybe I do like a I don't know. Maybe we'll come back to the nav bar. I might have to come back to it, but I kind of want to work on the footer today. So let's go components here. So features here. Cool. We're going to create a new feature folder called footer. Inside of here, we're gonna have components. We're gonna have hooks. We're gonna have pages. We're gonna have assets. Okay. So in the footer here, let's go to our component and make a new footer. Yo, Carlos, what's going on, boy? Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you. So let's make a new footer. So this isn't any, there's no pages in the footer, right? Right, no pages in the footer. So we'll call it footer.jsx. And we'll go export default footer. And then we'll return such, right? There we go. Nice, Carlos. Yeah, we're building the footer today of the page. I think is going to be our goal. So I might need to put this on this side of the screen so you guys can see the footer. And then let me move YouTube chat over. Okay. All right, let's see what we can do here. I have a div container here for the footer. Right, Rome, it's not, I'm getting too caught up on the end product. It's just little bit by little bit, you know, all together we'll create a thing, piece by piece. One little piece of the puzzle doesn't make a whole page or make a puzzle, right? Every piece makes the puzzle. So just put it all together and let's try to build something. We're barely even got anything so far. Let's just keep going. Don't get discouraged. Okay, so we have a div here that we're going to use. Let me go class name. Let's do a border on this guy. Right. And then let me apply the footer into our product page. Alright, so this has the product grid inside of it with a max width of 1800 pixels. So then I'm going to just place right here in a div we're going to say import the footer. We're going to place this footer here. Okay. That's the border there. Okay, so now we're going to say width is full. So how can we say width? See, that'll make it go. How can we say, let's say fit to parent container. The parent container is this product page, which doesn't have really anything on it. Besides here, which is center with the full. We have the nav bar up above. My nav bar component has No width for this guy, but it has flex column, width full. How do you make the... Oh, I think it's because of this div here. Yeah, there we go. Now it's full. So, height is going to do view. Oh, hold on, we need to go. There we go. Okay. Product page has product grid, and then we're going to place the footer here. This has max width of 1800 pixels. Now we want to place the footer here. And then this gives flex column, justify center, items center. Beautiful. And our footer's here. Okay, so then we want to say height is going to say 500 pixels. Puts it like that, right, for a footer. Okay. Let's go border top. Right. Border gray 200. And then let's apply kind of in a similar sense as the nav. Well, I kind of actually want to fill it with like a maybe like a gold, like a complementary color to this scheme so far would be like a we'll see. Hold on. So the nav bar has shadow mid. But but that usually applies to the top. So can I say like shadow? I guess, yeah, it doesn't really apply to bottom in this case, which is okay. Right. So then let me go ahead and see if we can fill in some information. So what typically goes in like footers? Let's look up like, invite post I don't know. Let's look up like garage sale. Okay. So home. Okay, so we would probably just make like probably just make like a I'll probably make it centered. We'll say margin 4. Okay. And then this is what we'll say. Height is also full. Fit. It shrinks it, so you don't say it, it just goes to the parent. Okay. So then let's say flex row, or flex column. And then, perfect, okay. We'll open up this div, or we'll go justify center items center. And we're going to go here to this div. We're going to say, right, this is going to be a, we'll just have like our name, Birdie Roast Close, I think, right? So we'll probably just have, an H1 tag, Birdie Rose Close. What was I using for the navbar? H1 tags, font folds. This would be Birdie Rose Close. We'll go here, make this a last name, font, bold, And then I want to put like we're gonna put a small here. I'm gonna say stop shopping at the mall. It's like our slogan. And then I might just make this like an H2 rather. Or maybe even just a, is there a text? Yeah. Is there a text? Oh yes, I'm stupid. Bro, it's a paragraph. Why you being, come on, man. I say stop. Okay, class name. What is the Tailwind italics? Italic. Okay. Text small. Why is that resizing our, oh. We'll say text extra large. Thanks, my guy. Hey, Afix. How's it going? Text extra large, stop shopping at the mall. I think I'm going to take this out of this in a div for now. Okay. Or I might actually copy this, put it back, and then copy this class name, and just put this div, this in here. Right, as such. Okay, that's our first section of the footer. Now make this text small. Stop shopping at the mall. Nice. Then at the bottom, I'm going to put in a div here that's going to have a H1 where it says Birdie Rose close. Birdie Rose close, and then we're gonna say like founded or established like 20. It's in the title, my guy. Let's look up like vintage store websites. Let's see. It's a cute site. They have a hamburger menu, shop, about us, visit us. Oh, it's cute with the Instagram embedded. That's a cute site. We're building a site, my boy. Okay, so let's go ahead and we say copyright. We'd probably do like this would be our copyright. Okay, so this would be our copyright. Is it RIGHT? I always forget. Yeah, it is. If it's not the other one, okay. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this be class name. Can I force this to go to the bottom? So we might need okay, we have a div here for and we're in this div is for here, so we want to be here. I think this is where the copyright should go, is here, I think. That puts it outside of, but it's within the bounds of this. So now if I say this is flex row or column. Cool. Now I'm gonna go like this and say border here. Well, maybe I do need to do this. Hold on. So if I go here and I push these, if I push these to their own, can I say align bottom? No. Bottom hole. I was using flex properties within here, so if I have to say not justify center, justify between will push them as far away as possible. I'm not sure if I want that though. Let me take this, I'm going to say I don't think I want to use the justify between to force the copyright area to the bottom. I guess I said it wrong. Justify between forcing the two extra part, which you really want is to cover it, just stick to the bottom of the footer regardless of spacing above. border gray, border full flex column center, margin top auto. And then what does it have for that? It has flex column justify center, item center, flex column, no justify between. Okay, yeah, so the margin, okay, perfect. What's up, Roger? How's it going? We just building, working on this footer section of our site here. It's pretty basic so far, but we've been kind of building these product cards, but little by little we're gonna add stuff and make it kind of hopefully nice. I don't know, we'll see how it turns out. We're gonna keep going with it. I've been getting a little bit discouraged because it's not really like popping yet, but I think it's just because we just need to keep going. We just need to keep stacking stuff together and whatnot. Okay, cool. So that pushes that. Now, I'm gonna say fill with copyright tag, whatever. Okay, cool. So then, what I want to do is here we're gonna have 2 unordered lists, basically of additional pages that they could travel that don't need to be listed within like our primary things here, like additional info, like for like a product, maybe like a page that could have some information about product sizing. We could also have our about be here as well referenced, or just a general like all catch-all places for our page links to be, I think, as well. So maybe we should just put all page links down at this footer section so people can travel to them, and ones like in case they can't find things, so it's just all there. Hey Wetgran, how's it going? Now it's just a site using React and Tailwind here we're building, at least trying to. Not the best designer in the world. I'm a scientist, a biochemist, trying to do some designing here. We've done a pretty good job so far building kind of these cute Polaroids with raw CSS, and then adding our pictures on, and then with these cute like tapes. I like it so far. It's all happening dynamically with React and Tailwind or whatever, so we're trying our best here. Welcome. Okay. What's the point of coding a website from scratch? Because so I own it. Me being the business owner of this website, Birdie Roast Clothes, this is kind of one I was looking at for some inspiration. I don't want to, if I don't pay my subscription, I don't own it. My website goes bye-bye. The code goes bye-bye. So that's the day and age that we've gone into, unfortunately, of subscription-based ownership for proprietary things that might be pretty relevant to your business, and not even in that, like video games and I mean anything. They got $30 a month Xbox Game Pass now, so it's just brutal out there, boys. Take back ownership. And it's $20 now, but then it becomes, you're going to do their business plan or business whatever. It's whatever, and then I get complete raw customization of this however I want, and I get to learn as well. Okay, let's keep rolling. And let's go ahead and do the, okay, so this is going to be the page list section, right? And then we want to do Hey, I'm learning Python. I want any tips? Yeah, Peter, you should join my Discord. Link down below. It's a great place to be to get. It's a great place to be to learn. It's all free. I've been teaching myself this whole time for about a year and a half now, Python, and started with Python and things like that. Built some pretty cool things so far in it, and yeah. Okay, we gotta stay focused here. So we go on our page section here. So this is going to be an unordered list with list elements or line items for each page, right? So I guess we can make it dynamic later, but let's just do it like this for now. Let's just do page 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do 5 or something like that. Maybe we'll just do 3. Let's just keep it like that for now. And then we want to apply a class name flex row. Right. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to duplicate it down. Perfect. Then we'll apply a border here so I can see where we're at. There it is. Let me say width full. And then we're going to say items center. Maybe not. I want to say, if I'm going to move them to this one. I don't think it's this. It might be text center. No, it is the justify center. Yeah. And then if we want to spread these apart, we have to apply a gap, right? Of like 6. That'll push them apart. Let's do like 12. Let's do like 20. Let's do like 24. Not bad. Yeah, Roger, exactly. Here we have complete control, and I like being creative and fun. It's fun. Yeah, we did about half the Odor project. That's how I kind of got a lot of warm-up and introduction to HTML, CSS, and I kind of stopped on the JavaScript part. As I was learning Python at the moment, I didn't really want to take on another. I kind of just wanted to focus on that at the moment. Okay, so that. That applies margin in all directions, but the width is full. That's why there's more margin on the sides. So maybe we're not going to apply a margin here because we're already applying a margin to the above div to pad in our header, our footer a little bit. No, it's probably going to be a fast API. I usually tend to go with fast API. It's just a lot quicker to get running and up and going than Flask, in my opinion, from my experience with the two. It's pretty limited so far, but fast API I just kind of like more. Okay, so we have that. And so the this div here if we apply a gap of, let's say 6, that'll push down. No, that's the items here. Okay, it's going to be in this one here. That'll push down that. Okay. Now maybe we won't need that because we might be able to just justify, and then it'll maybe work itself out that way. Okay, so we have pages, we have title, or we have like a footer title with a slogan, page references. What else kind of should we add to a footer here? Let's see, is there my kind of inspirations here? So they have a little sign up thing. Okay, so this is also where we would probably link socials as well here with some symbols and whatnot. So we do have we have the copyright down at the bottom. So I guess we'll make a div, or we'll do a comment here. Say socials/connect. Quick socials, like quick socials/quick connect, because it's kind of just like a quick little. Oh, man, this is tough. Designing is not that easy. Border. Okay, and then we're gonna say width full. We're going to with social site. So we'll say we're gonna put a paragraph tag. We're going to say connect with our we'll say follow Birdie Rose. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. I feel like cringe, man. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then we're going to just, sorry. Right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a div here. I'm going to wrap this one in. So, and then here I'm going to put like a div, and we'll say like Instagram. Then I'll say Depop. I'll say Facebook. Maybe we'll do Instagram, then the Facebook, then Depop, right? Probably. Now the thing is, I'm gonna style these in a second. Hold on. I'm probably gonna use the logos, right? So I'm going to put, this is going to be class name, width full, flex row, I'm gonna say padding 6, or no, padding in the X direction 6, or say justify evenly, like so. Now if I remove this padding, okay, now it spreads out evenly like so. Now what if I say I hate organic chem so much I dropped out of pharma and became a software developer. Good for you. Yeah, dude. Organic chem was kind of like a little bit of a blur for me, honestly, because I started taking the first semester of organic chem right as soon as COVID shutdown happened. So I didn't get to experience any like the labs and stuff for that. So it was really like, honestly, one of my, I want to say weakest courses, but like definitely not one of my strongest, because I tutored and taught and I ran and administered the undergraduate and was an undergraduate teaching fellow and did the undergraduate laboratories for the general chemistry semesters. In my senior years, I worked for the general chemistry instructors and professors because I was really good at those. Okay, so now I can say, do I want to justify evenly? Instead, I could say items center, sorry, justify center. And then go gap of like 4, right? To bring them just like that, right? Then I might close this gap to down, maybe like 18. Something like so. And then to make it kind of cool, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna also apply so we have the page section, which is width full here. So I'm going to do a div below here. I'm going to say temp, and then I'm going to go class name border, and then I'm going to copy this. I'm going to do a div below the UL. Oh no, this div here for the ULs. And then I'm going to wrap all of these two into this div, into a parent. Right? And what that'll do is now I can come to this pairing and go class name flex row width full and then I can remove the width full on this guy and then go here and say justify center. And now what I'm going to do for these guys above and below for the temp guys, I'm going to say width full here, and then also for this guy down here, width full. And so now that pushes that like that. So if I wanted to, I could place some things in this little spacing here down the road. I have the option to. Now what I'm going to do, let's give into our page list section here. which is going to be not there anymore, but rather here. We're going to do a padding all around of 2. If I did margin of 2, maybe what I'll do is for the parent here, I'll apply a gap of 2. Yeah. Nice. Remember, our footer is this whole thing up here, right? And we're padded in here already, so it's looking nice so far. So this is going to be empty for content later, right? And then also this will be here, right? Cool. How's that look? Not bad. Now what we're gonna do is let's take another peek at some options here. We have pages. Well, I'm not gonna put like locations. We might put like founded in, and like wherever we were founded, you know, and the year we were founded, the copyright or whatever, and with something in here or something. But okay, let me just remove this temp, remove this border, remove this temp, remove this border, right? And then we're gonna remove, okay, cool. So then down here in our last area, what are some options? We can do maybe like right below the copyright. What we'll do here is we'll have a div with the anchor tag. That'll say back to top. Right. And then can we apply a class name margin top auto to this? We'll just push it down as far as possible. Maybe I'll put that in the copyright area rather, so it kind of gets fixed in with that, but stays distinct from the copyright thing itself, right? And then we go flex column, justify items. Right. Hey Lance, my boy, how's it going? How you doing, my guys? What have you guys been working on? If any of you guys are CS majors or in school right now, let me know how's class going and what you guys are doing. I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out with me so far. Hey Blankers, how's it going, my boy? How's the styles looking so far? Any recommendations? It's pretty bare right now. Nothing really crazy, but little by little we're building up here. So yeah, we'll do the logos for the companies as those instead of those icons for the icons, right? Then We'll do what's something else that goes in the footer? I have email. TikTok. Okay, so we'll do Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Forgot about those. Email. So they have. It's interesting that they have that one site. They have the email and then also the email insignia and slogan thing. So maybe instead of the email as an icon, what I'll do is we'll have a anchor tag for email here that'll go below, and we'll write out the email there. Connect with Birdie Rose, we'll say okay, and then so let's go back and let's see if we can find a different site. ManhattanVintage.com. Let's see, you to Instagram. See, that's it. That's like cute. Huh. Right, because we have the links here. Yo, Guppy! Appreciate you coming back in again. How's you doing? Okay. So, we are going to do... What do we want here? What's the last thing we do? Like a newsletter? Do we want to do that? Maybe like subscribe to our newsletter in the footer. Hey Josh, how's it going? This one's pretty cool. I like the black. It looks really nice, like with the white. I'm gonna try to do, so let's go to our footer. Let's do background color is black. Text is going to be white. And then we can remove border. Okay. Let's kind of see how this looks. Okay, can I do, after I have the page section, so then let me just, we'll do like, we're just trying to see if we can at least get something going here regarding this our business, me and my girlfriend's business. So we're gonna import Depop logo from oh, I need to put it. I have no idea. Do I have to just put it in here? There we go. So now if I put in here, what the heck? Am I trolling? Oh, that's right. It's not image, doesn't go in there. It's source. Right. Okay, so that's Depop logo. So then if we make 20. We'll go here, div, items, center, align, middle. No, I think item center is how we want it. So debug, let's go 18. Not bad. We might do the circular one though. How do you use AI while learning? Is it a delicate balance? Yeah, I do find that I do walk that line pretty nicely in terms of using it when I need to not find stuff to learn, but also not using it to when I know I can push myself. So being honest with yourself and identifying areas where you can push yourself without getting an answer right away, and really trying to expand your thought process, I think is a good way. But there's also some things like a sunken cost where quick little tidbits of information, or knowledge checks, or whatever can be really accessed quite quickly to save you that much more time. So, but gotta be careful. You don't want to be falling into too slippery slopes, right? Okay. Now I want to do I don't want to do icons. Well, maybe I do. Hey, thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate that subscribe. Thank you so much, my guy. You're awesome. Depop logo. Where's my Depop logo icon? Let me put that here, and let me try to do this. Depop logo icon. Depop logo icon.png. Depop logo icon. Okay, now we'll do width of 10. There we go. Now, can I do I'm gonna look up here NPM social icons or social media logos. Let me look up here NPM simple icons. there a preview? Yeah. I guess those are the logos, right? Okay. Let me look up. Wow. Bunch of options. Facebook. Yeah, a bunch more options. Yeah, we'll go with this guy. What? I can't see you in the client. Yeah. Who's that? Who be that? Who's that? Brian. Hey, Brian. Thanks so much for that. I appreciate you. Brian. How you doing, my boy? Welcome. If you guys are new here, introduce yourselves. Let me know more about you, and if you're in school studying, why you're learning computer science. I get asked that question all the time by you guys, and I answer. So let me know more about you and how you guys are learning, and if you guys are in school. I'm quite jealous if you are. I miss learning in that format. I'd wonder what kind of knowledge and growth I would be if I did computer science. In hindsight, right? Everybody has hindsight, but yeah. So let me know more about you guys. I appreciate you being here. We're just building this site right now for me and my girlfriend's small business. We made these cool, cute little Polaroids, completely custom in CS, in React and stuff. These are not Polaroid images. We made these. It's really nice looking. And then we have these cool little actual real world assets that I'm going to build in here. This is just a temporary one, but we're going to have like my girlfriend write in Sharpie sold and have like a sale, like a real world sticker that I'll use and bring them in here to kind of have like these real world kind of feel mixed in with the digital. I think would kind of make our brand kind of cool here. And maybe even like I'll change these icons to be like drawings or something. I like, things like that, like any kind of like asset. I think if it was like a real physical drawing by me or by somebody, like would be cool. Like any sort of like anything that isn't words really, right? Now even words, like I'm even considering having the words like being like a custom font, like of handwriting by my girlfriend or whatnot. So Edmund, I appreciate you. Is React in Python now? We're using Python for our backend, my boy. Hey, Zet. All right, how we like it so far? Oh, okay. So we still have room for one more thing right here, but we gotta figure out what we're gonna do there. How do I stay motivated to learn? It's a lot easier when you have a somewhat decently reoccurring audience on a stream. So shout out you guys. Really appreciate you guys holding me accountable and keeping me here. But I often think about what else I would be doing In hindsight, after playing, being probably pretty addicted to video games growing up as a kid, and whatnot, I really kind of come to learn that if I look back on all that time I spent playing video games, yes, I had a lot of fun. Yes, Halo Reach was the best game I've ever played in my life, and I spent so many hours on that grinding. But if I really look back, what actually did I take away and benefit from? Like, am I actually using any of the skills I learned and was exerting during that energy while I was playing those games? And yes, now I will say, this is not me saying that playing video games are bad, because I do play Counter-Strike every once in a while. But I was saying that I was playing it in excess, like I was addicted to it, and like teenagers and the kid, like 12-year-old boys are, right? When they first get an Xbox, and I was just like, so looking back, I just realized, like, I have no bang for my buck. My investment of that valuable time was completely burned. Yeah, I have some good memories, but in reality, it's like, there's no value there. Like, some people might value those memories as more valuable than maybe I'm giving them, but from my perspective, I really don't find much value there, and so I kind of flipped my mind to really treat my time as an investment, and if I'm going to be doing something, to do it in a way that really propels me forward in some sort of way, whether it be streaming and coding, or reading, or enjoying time with my animals, because they're not going to be here my entire lifespan, so I want to get as much time with them as possible when I'm off stream. Really, if you really think about it, you guys, like, this isn't me trying to give you some life lesson stuff, but you really think about it, like, thinking back to 3 or 4 years ago, not much is actually, from a video game perspective or something, not much has actually changed between Counter-Strike then versus Counter-Strike now. It's still pretty much the same maps, they're just a little bit prettier, but I wasted a lot of time playing games for really no growth in the actual game or skills gained from the game, but I lost a lot of time in my animal's lifespan, or my friendships or relationships, or programming knowledge or capabilities of my mindset or whatever. So yeah, it's just this idea I've been having lately of just finding the best investment for my time and how I'm willing to spend it. So are you working at the moment in software? I know I work as a professional biochemist. I have a degree in human biology and a minor in chemistry, and I work as a biochemist for a biotech company where I formulate and make biological controls that are used and manufacture them in biological testing and diagnostics, patient diagnostics. I also am, I guess I'm transitioning into becoming a dev, because I have pitched to my company a very valid use case of using some linear algebra and linear programming to optimize and automate a matrix formulation that I currently have to do by hand, which is a quite exhaustive process and has a lot of room for error, as I'm trying to come up with a combination of serums to balance together to hit various target ranges and produce this kind of suite of testing parameters within this serum of a bunch of different jugs, of different types, of different lots, right, of different everything, right? So all blended together to hit these certain ranges. Now, so I developed a tool recently with a partner, and I was successful. I've talked about this each time, but I was successful actually and able to developing this kind of tool and algorithm to formulate this linear algebra and use linear algebra to do this automation. And I built it in a way using Python object-oriented programming that's very dynamic and allows for a lot of user friendliness. And right now I'm building a UI to actually interact with the program, and then we're going to formalize it with quality assurance and all that jazz, and actually roll out the tool and launch it. So I'm pretty excited. It's really awesome. I had pitched it to my company. I said, hey, I'm a programmer now. I'm a programmer now. I can code, and let me see if I can try this. And I was able to do it. So It's really quite awesome that I was able to get this far, but I've got a little bit ways to go, and hopefully by like 2026 I can roll out the tool and have it start really using it in production and stuff. So yeah, and other people too. I'm really quite happy. It'll save. I'm projecting upwards of 10 to plus thousands of dollars per run you do in serum savings, time savings, because you have to pay the chemist to do these formulations, and it's quite extensive and takes quite a lot of time and multiple eyes of review. Whereas now we're getting a solidified, most optimized point that we can just fine tune at like a 95% confidence, and then that last 5% we can just top up, and then yeah, it's really nice. We can just kind of alter the levels. I can't sell it. It's owned. They own it, my guy. I signed it away when I signed my contract with them. It's theirs. They own it. I literally wrote in their logo on it the other day. Oh, you do stats at work? I would have thought you guys would use R for some sort of... No one programs it. I'm the only programmer. We are glorified Excel chemists. That's a lot of what chemistry is still on, is on a lot of outdated tools and things like that. A lot of these biotech companies are still on just Microsoft suites, my guy. So this is... My site is completely non-software. We have no, like... It's pretty wild how large companies are getting by with minimal software nowadays. Still, it's quite crazy. Okay, so let's install React icons. Boom. Now we're going to... How do I use React icons? To include popular icons using this. Import icon name from React Icons AI. So let's do Instagram. I kind of want to do this one. Oh, weird. Transparent. Okay, we'll take this. Oh. Okay, and then we're going to take this. So I think it's because it's black, right? So how do I... Oh, so you have to... How do you change the colors of... How to change the colors of React icons? Text. Okay, it's just text. Because it's considered an anchor. Okay. Yeah, we probably would want to do it inside of an anchor tag. Oop. And then we'll do it here like so. I know you so. Okay, we'll get rid of the div. We don't need the divs then. We can just do anchors. We'll keep this div for this guy here. Now what we can do is this gives us the Instagram, and then we'll go text white, or sorry, last name text white. No. Dang it. I'm trolling. FA Square Instagram. Oh, I wonder. Ah, right. It's a component. It's not an asset. Okay, so then can I go with I have to go font like or text like 2XL? Oh yeah, to make it bigger. Look at that. So it's literally like a character. Interesting. So um maybe because it's in this anchor tag. I wonder if we wrap it in a div and then go class name width like 10. No, it doesn't affect. Let me get some tunes going. Sorry, yo. Hey! Um,
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out
let's choose. What do we want to listen to? We into kind of beats, or we want kind of. Oh, little funk. Look at that neck move, guys. Look at that neck. It's going. Can't stop that neck. When the shoulders get going, you know it's groovy. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's just keep it relaxed and keeping it chill. So let's go text. Let's go like 25 pixels. Let's go 50 pixels. Not that much. 45. Maybe 40. See how close we can get that to line up with the Depop logo. Okay, it's just shy, but I think I'm going to use the different Instagram logo. Just the regular one. FA Instagram. What do you guys think? Do you like that one or do you like the other one? Honestly, I'm not. I'm not too disappointed in that one now that I saw the other one. You want the white background one, like the Instagram within the square, kind of like the app logo, or just the camera Instagram? That's crazy that literally one of the most profitable, one of the most successful social companies, their logo is just a square, a circle, and a dot, and it looks like a camera, and that's it. It's recognizable by that. That's the power of like a logo it's pretty nuts. Like it couldn't have been a better logo probably. Like honestly, like it's just it's so simple that it's perfect. Like it's analyzing the Instagram logo. Come on, Mike. I think I like the other one. I think I like the square. This one's a little bit different. This one is FA6. This is FA Instagram Square. This is FA Instagram Square Instagram. Is there a difference? No. Or we could do it so that the Instagram is white, like this one, all fill in Instagram. Right. This one's not bad either. I think I'm gonna go that. I think I'm gonna do that one. Does it have like its original rainbow gradient? Let's just go with the square. Okay, we want FA Facebook. This one's a circular one. This one's the square one. We have circular and square. Maybe let's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's go. I'm trolling you guys. Oh my gosh. No, dude. I like. What does the app look like? It's the square. It's the square with the rainbow. So that's what I'll do. But this needs to be a little bit taller. Literally taking a pencil to the screen to line it up. That circle is a little bit off center. Oh. Might be doing this the wrong thing. Here. Text center. No. If I take off item center, that moves that up. And now it's pretty even. That's even. The one before wasn't, in my opinion. Oh, maybe not. Let's go border here and see what it looks like. Now if you go items center here, what does that look like? See, that pushes the Depop logo a little bit too low for some reason. Now it's touching that bottom border where the Instagram logo is floating a little bit. So then maybe I just need to increase the size of the Instagram logo until it applies a similar gap to what the Depop logo had. Honestly, can't even tell at this point. If I take off item center, now I'm kissing the top with a little bit of gap on the bottom. If I go item center, now I think I have a little bit of gap on both sides. Yeah, I think that's the best. I'm gonna get, okay. Look at us, designer over here. Okay, so we're in Instagram. Now this is gonna be Facebook from the square Facebook. Beautiful. Well, dude, am I trolling, man? Like, let's try the circular one. Like, because the Depop logo is also circular. FA Facebook, FA Instagram. FA Instagram. Because the thing is that our Depop logo doesn't have like that cutout. I'm trying to make these like a little bit more consistent or whatever. So like what is the Facebook blue text? Let's just do this. Facebook logo. Copy image. Let's open up our Photoshop. New file. Create. Paste this. Here. Grab that. Here. There we go. Nice. Now I'll go back into VS Code. Take this text. Hashtag. Oh, wrong one. No, I can't. Really can't decide, but I think I'm gonna go with. No. What do you guys think? I think it's because like they're different sizes. It's not. It's 42 pixels. My Depop logo is 10 width, which is 40 pixels. So that's the same size right there, 40 pixels. 40 pixels. Well, the Instagram logo we know is just a little bit shy, right? Yeah, let's use the different Instagram logo. That's the one that's just tripping me up. I want something that we can fill in a little bit more. I guess back to the FA Instagram square, dude. We are just going back and forth. I'm so annoying. You guys are probably like, dude, come on. But these are what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Okay, so now I'm going to take this. I'm gonna give it to GPT because I don't want to do it. Can you make this Instagram icon have the same gradient that the actual logo has? Bro, holy crap. Let's do this. Copy this down. Footer/assets Facebook icon.webp. That's fine. We're going to delete this, copy this div with the Facebook icon, and then I'm going to go here. G icon. Oh, bro. Ah, crap. Thought these were transparent. What the heck? I don't know. Am I reading too much into this? Is the Facebook logo, does this have space around it? Yes, it does. That's why it's trash. There we go. So this Instagram SVG, this also has space around it. There we go. Alright, we're back in business. Holy crap, that took way too long, dude. I just honestly didn't like how the logos with the React icons looked kind of very differently from the Depop logo, because the React icons did not have Depop. If it does, I'm gonna be trolling. Yeah. And so it just didn't have the, I didn't want to have to like go and fill in like the white on the F and whatever. Like, now we can probably, what if I make this? Yeah, I like that, 9.5. What is with 9? That's 36 pixels, so this will be, let's go with 38 pixels. 36 pixels. Want it to be just like, just touching like the rest of them are. Or well, that's width. So maybe I keep the width at 10 and then I just kind of stretch. If I say height like 100. Okay. Now, can I go like this? I wonder if I could do this. Round. Border. Or no, sorry, let's go like this. I wonder if I could do, yeah, border, round, rounded. Is there like a mask? How to clip. How to clip the logo to force round. Overflow hidden. Hey, there we go. What is this object cover doing? Nothing. Okay. Doesn't look that bad. Okay, so now let's go ahead and apply a bigger gap of, let's say, like 6. And then we need to do this guy. Why is it in Adobe stock? Why do they own the TikTok logo? Let's visit this. TikTok logo. Is that the TikTok logo? Yeah. Well, my trolling, that looks kind of bad. That Instagram rounded looks pretty bad. I just don't know, dude. Yeah, it worked. I usually go to bed around like 12 or 1. I'm struggling here with these logos. So we want the TikTok logo, right? Makes me want to visit this. Where? Oh. Why is this such a hard thing to find? Now let's go. Well, it's a black background, so it like blends in. I'm an idiot. Whatever. Where's this border? There it is. All right. And then I'm gonna do this. Can I write like no. So how can you do this with JavaScript? How can I map a list of strs to line items in a UL? Items.map index. Okay, so you do a UL. So pages 1. Maybe we'll have pages, and then we'll go like this. Can we go UL pages dot map page index with an arrow function that performs the following. Have it in like two. Yeah, so we have pages, and we say const first half is equal to pages dot slice 0 to mid. So you just do a slice with the slice method. Okay, so that's how you do slices in JavaScript. And you have second half, which is equal to pages dot slice mid. Right, but then we need to make a mid equals to the math object dot ceiling on pages dot length divided by 2, right? And then we're going to map first half dot map to a line item given the first item, given the page. With key index. Right. Okay, so then we're going to take this similar functionality and apply it to here, but for the second half. We're going to get rid of this. There we go. Now this UL is going to have class name, text, center. And then this UL as well, text, class name, text, center. Beautiful. So now if I add in some more stuff to my pages here, such as sizing, or like I mean, what else is there really, right? About, home, events. Oh, refund policies, probably good. Policies, frequently asked questions. Yeah, that's probably a good one. FAQs. Sizing chart. Sizing. We'll go policy. Policies, frequently asked questions. Let's try to do like one more just to make it even. So home, about, shop, policies, frequently asked questions. I really don't know what would be the last one. Maybe like blog, if we have blog. What happens if I give the TikTok a border? Like if I were giving them all a border rounded. No, that looks like shite. Okay, policies. We'll say policy, and we'll say Privacy, shop with us, vintage shows. I don't know. We need to. What are some other pages? Maybe what I'll do is say, like, maybe what I'll do is I have an idea. This is the page list section. Let's put a border here. Right. We would probably want to do, like, rather than this, we would do, this would be like, I'm wondering, could we do like 3 or 4 sections and have each section have like a theme and have like a title for each one? That's probably what I'll do. We'll work on that next time. This page section here. What I'll do is I'll break it down into even more details. And then have like a little header for each one of the sections. Right, so it'd probably look something like this. A div with the UL element inside. And then a title that says like it'd probably be like navigation, right, or something like that. Something like this. And then we would go underline, we'd go class, underline here, bold, semi-bold. Right, and then we would, this would be under navigation, home about shop. Let's take these out and let's do this const support. So this would probably be under policies. So this would be support. Or this would be like information. So then what we would do is we would map information here I'm going to delete. Oh no, that's fine. Delete this, copy this down, call this information. This will be information, and this is navigation. Right, and then what we would do is we would have the line items these would be, okay, let me delete this one real quick. Let's go, this would be, the line item would come in an anchor tag. Right, and then we would apply a class name to the line item and say cursor pointer. So then let me apply here class name flex column gap 2. There we go. Now let me copy this down, and what we'll do here is information. It's going to say information. Beautiful. Okay, and then we're gonna have one more for engage, or we'll say community. And this is gonna be pop ups. Press slash press, and then what about like we'll do blog pop-up press, and then what we'll do is we'll come down here. So I'll probably make a component for this so I can reuse it and I'll come back and change these. So now we'll do, this is going to be community. And then we're going to go here apply a smaller gap of maybe 14. Let's go 10. Beautiful. Now I'm going to increase the margin to like 8. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is increase the size of the paragraphs here. This would be text large. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the gap to 1. And then I'm going to make it so when you hover on a line item, you underline. Beautiful. Okay, and then let's go to the images very quickly here. Let's go here is going to be cursor pointer. This is the music name on this. This is called Jaws Don't Scare Me by Nebula Breeze. It's kind of like a playlist. There's your pointer. Beautiful. I'll take this, put this here. All right, I think that looks really nice. So I'm going to go up to, this text is 2XL. We're going to do so this is going to be quote, stop shopping at the mall, close quote. Close quote. Stop shopping at the mall. Make this medium. Follow Birdie Rose. Follow Birdie Rose. And then we're gonna make this close. Follow Birdie Rose close. Cool. Copyright, this is going to be fixed small. So what's the so I'm going to do this here. All right, cool. I think that looks pretty freaking good so far. So instead of doing margin auto, I'll leave that, and then I'll do this, go back up here, and I'll do justify between. There we go. Alright. I think that is going to do it for me today. That was a lot of work. Git, add, git commit, create, footer, create style. Sweet. Let's go ahead and take a pic. All right. I am satisfied with that. Hope you guys are as well. Cool. That's our footer. Nice. I think that looks really good. Now the thing is I want to ask, how do you make the nav bar stick to the top? Okay, so then if we go to our nav component, apply a fix. No. A sticky. Let's go. What we'll do is we'll do the fixed top 0. We'll go Z50. Why are the images bleeding through? So it should have border gray. Oh, I don't have a background, so we'll do background white. There we go. Now let's go here. Margin bottom is 416. Okay, so then we're going to go to our product page. Margin top 4. 50. 30. 25. Okay, 25. There we go. So now that travels with us to the bottom. So then my navbar, padding in the Y direction, padding the X direction, count 10. Margin bottom and medium. That doesn't matter anymore. Okay. Nice. Okay, you guys. Let's go ahead and push that up. Fixed. Bar 2. Alright, cool. Alright, you guys, thanks so much for being here and joining me tonight. We almost had 500 views total up on the stream today, so a pretty nice stream for Wednesday. Just kind of a random Wednesday here. We made a lot of good improvements onto our page. Feeling a lot better now that we got like a footer here. Stuff's kind of coming together, which is pretty nice. And you know, we've got at least like a little basic product page, you know, at least started here. So now we can continue to add in additional, you know, like stickers and tags and flags and whatnot within the product page to kind of make this more robust. Potentially like a little sale, little like a banner or something to show like current sales going on or whatever, or like discounts, potentially, and then obviously start working on some other pages. But I really like this footer, and the more and more I'm looking at this, the more and more I actually really think that this is quite cool. Yeah, I'm really happy with this so far. So now I'm not dead set on the black. We might go maybe like a charcoal color similar to this, right? But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here today and hanging out with me. Appreciate you so much. Anywho, I will see you guys tomorrow, where we'll continue on, probably watching the next installment of our MIT 6.0002 Introduction to Computational Thinking and Data Science course that we're taking through MIT OpenCourseware. So be on the lookout for that. We'll probably watch lecture 9 for week 9 tomorrow, which will be a nice little hour stream for getting that lecture going and taking some notes. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Make sure you guys throw a like if you enjoyed this styling React Tailwind session. I'm getting really comfortable building in this and getting things going and using Flex and whatnot. Feeling a lot better and feeling good so far. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.